Christy, you're in Melbourne too, I think, Christy, aren't you? Do people vote for a credible path back to surplus? Is that going to fly with the electorate, or are people just, it's the shiny thing, free public transport, we're going to upgrade the Grand Prix track? Can a government win election with something as serious as we're going to present a credible and realistic path back to surplus?
Well, an opposition could win an election based on a credible and a realistic path back to surplus if they presented such credible and realistic path, James and John. I'm sure you agree with me. I think the debt is up to about $24,000 per person in Victoria, every man, woman and child. So I'm glad they're getting free public transport. They're going to get something back for their $24,000 per person debt of every citizen here in Victoria if they ever happen to take a train. It is ridiculous. Victorians are just living with debt and deficit. We've had the big build infrastructure spending that can never, ever be paid back. I hate to think what's going to happen to the credit rating of Victoria. And we're in dangerous territory here where, Victoria actually had to sell its state bank in the late 90s or under the Kane-Kerner government. We're getting back to being the most depressed economy in Australia. We already have the most depressed property and construction industry, the highest costs, the most gridlocked traffic. And, last week we're seeing that Melbourne's going to be Australia's fastest growing, most populous city to rival New York, apparently, if you believe the demographers, in the next few decades. So how we're going to cope with infrastructure to sustain that population with a state that has enough in the coffers to do it, I don't know. But I don't think anyone in the Allen Labor government has any idea either.
I'm sure they don't. Hey, one last question before we wrap it up. Donald Trump is planning on meeting with Vladimir Putin tomorrow to try and work out a negotiated peace settlement in Europe. John, and I just wanted to ask you this, without going into all the machinations of Putin and Zelensky and Trump and whether it can all work. Imagine Trump does bring peace. Obama got a Nobel Peace Prize after just 9 months in office for having brought a climate of peace. Do you reckon if Trump achieves actual peace, he'll get a Nobel Peace Prize?
James, what do you think? I think there is absolutely zero chance of Trump getting the Nobel Peace Prize if he brought peace to the Middle East, to Ukraine and to sub-Saharan Africa. That is not going to happen.
I reckon you're absolutely right. I don't know whether he will achieve it or not, but I do know this. If he does achieve it, everyone will be critics of it and they'll find fault with it. Absolutely guaranteed. John, Christy, thanks for joining me tonight. And all you at home, thanks for tuning in.